Oh boy. So let's get this out of the way. So, new characters, right? As always, usually leaks for the upcoming new agents are usually released after the announcement of a new one, right? So we got Orpheus and Feet Girl. So now we got more Spook Shack girls. So for those who don't know, so this is pre beta Lucia. If you were keeping up with ZZZ's development back in the day, there was actually a nun, and by God, was she? Listen, you know, God might have been onto something. But anyway, just for clarification, this is the CBT old Lucia, just a new design. Not to be confused with the other Lucia, who's a completely different agent. They just, I don't know why, but they decided to put the name into an entirely different agent, which is probably causing confusion for those who kept up with the development of ZZZ. But this is old non-Lucia, right? Probably the biggest changes is, well, the tentacles. The design went from being a nun to a Cthulhu kind of thing, and I hate that there's this trend where we are seeing like the same booty shorts design, which listen, as much of an ass man that I am, again, one of the things that ZZZ really has going for it is the different themes and design elements that goes into it. There's variety, so to speak, and I hate that we're going to that lazy Hoyo design where it's just the same repetitive booty shorts, which I don't know. Now here's the second problem, right? So you look at the other factions like the Cunning Hares or the Overall Squad, for example, and if you look at them, there's a coherent like theme going on. Like you look at each respective faction, and you know that they're in the same squad. With this Spook Shack, you look at them and it's like, huh? Like at the beginning it was fine because with Alice, for example, and Yuzuha, like I was under the impression that Spook Shack was like, you know, a high school faction that just loved going on mysteries. You know, it was the Scooby-Doo squad, okay? And with the introduction of these two new agents, it's like, where is the design coherence going on, you know? And I feel like this is where Hoyo is gonna be testing out the waters to see, because personally for me, like you look at Overall Squad, for example, there's a coherent theme. You look at them and they all like, yep, they're a faction. But if you look at Spook Shack, you know, ignoring the fact that they're starting to copy and paste the same booty shorts, they don't really look like a faction. They don't look like the Spook Shack to me. Like just use it on Alice. Like I think they should have just gone with the whole casual, like kind of look. They don't look like a faction is basically what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Like they had a chance here. Like Lucia here could have been like, you know, they really had a good opportunity here to just stick with the whole like Scooby-Doo kind of like high school club theme going on. Like instead of going for this sudden throwball curve with the alpha, you know, I like the design. I hate the bottom half because it's the same booty shorts, but she could have been like, you know, the scaredy cat, nerdy, like, you know, librarian kind of like, you know, theme in the Spook Shack. But instead, you know, we get, it's like random elements. It's like everybody, different departments, like fetish and what they wanted to put in an agent all squashed together. And I feel like compared to the other factions where you look at them and it's pretty clear that there's some, yep, they look like a faction. There's a common thematic element going on, but you look at Spook Shack and it's like, are you guys really the Spook Shack? But will I still pull is the question. I mean, listen, it's a 50-50 here. You're either really into it or you're really off put by it, right? And judging for the community, it's been a 50-50 kind of thing. But I do appreciate the attention to detail though. Rule 34 artists are gonna have a good one with this one. The answer is yes.